What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel on this episode of Milan Coast to Coast. Well, not what you wanted when you finally get a chance to be on broadcast television in the States, Jerry. It's not the type of performance you would have wanted. We're going to get into this. We're going to do the report card. We're going to ask questions like, is it time to panic? I don't know. We're going to talk about the transfer window, preview Lazio with a true Laziale here. We got Strasbourg Steve with me tonight. And if you got questions, put them in the chat. But before we do anything, please, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all of our latest videos. Smash that like button. Leave a comment in the chat. Or if you're watching it later, leave a comment. Follow us on everything that you can, especially Patreon. All right, Steve. Are we ready?
Ready more than ever, baby. Let's go!
Let's go!
Milan Weekly Podcast presents Milan Coast to Coast with your hosts, Gio and Fabio.
Benvenuti nella casa!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get us in here. Let's put this away for a second. Hey, yo! What up, everybody? I'm Fabio, joined tonight by Strasbourg Steve, our resident Lazio fan in our Patreon. But, Steve, thank you so much for joining me tonight, man. How you feeling?
Hey, bro. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, both our teams taking some huge L's away from home. Bro, these Serie A teams, they're getting stronger and stronger top to bottom. Like, these away games, we've seen Hellas Verona slap up Napoli last weekend. And then we've seen, obviously, Udinese. Empoli beat Roma. Udinese obviously beat us. Parma beat you guys. So these away games are getting trickier and trickier year by year.
It is. I mean, Milan goes down and they're facing Parma. Parma just coming up from Division B, the champions of Division B. And within 90 seconds, we've been scored upon. Same old bullshit. I have to tell you, Steve, I was out and about in Manhattan, so I was happy I couldn't be really focused to take in all the nuance of this particular game. But going down 90 seconds in is not a good start. Am I right?
Damn right, bro. I mean, and it's a simple ball. I'm looking at the highlights right now of it. I've had the game on the side. But, yeah, bro, it's just a simple ball across the face of the net, and it's Dennis the man. Dennis is that man. He's
a fucking menace. Dennis is the menace.
Dennis the menace, and he's also Dan the man, bro. So shout out to him. He's starting off Serie A really well, 2-2. And he had a great Euros as well. So this is a player that excelled last year in Serie B, excelled at the Euros, and now he's taking that form into it. And you can't give him that look right there because he'll score. And it was, Mignon couldn't do anything about it. Pavlovic, I think, should be trying to make a sliding challenge, but the ball in makes it so tough because it's right in the middle where Pavlovic could have intervened. But the thing is, if he tries to make that challenge, it's an own goal probably. It's an own goal because it's coming at a certain angle.
Yeah, a certain angle. He probably would end up kicking it back towards his own net. But anyway, no, I hear you. But it really, Teo needs to be kind of schooled for that one. But we go on. We have a lot of corners, so we have a lot of chances. A couple of opportunities early in the game that we kind of squander. Pulisic has a nice chance that he ends up getting it saved. But Pulisic does find the back of the net in the second half, thanks to a great play from Leao. And the only good thing I could say about Theo Hernandez is that he passed it back to Leao and found him before Leao obviously did most of the work, and Pulisic got an easy tap and goal. But less than 10 minutes, great. Right back, they end up almost identical of a goal. Almquist gets a pass, and he's just wide open. Was it Cancelliere? Yeah. Just not good. Not good, man. And as somebody from the outside, right, I have to ask, like, what do you think went wrong in this game when you look back at it as like somebody not with the Milan glasses?
Yeah, not just watching footy, bro. So, look, Parma clearly on the break, that's their specialty because Valentin Mihailia and Dennis Mann, the two Romanian wingers, they got pace. the fullback as well, Koulibaly, or what's his freaking name, Woyo. He had a really good game as well from what I saw. I just think your strategy played into their strengths. And when you have a quality difference between Milan and Parma, you can't tactically give the team, your opponent, the one with less quality, a tactical advantage. You can't play into their strengths. Yeah. Otherwise, they're going to, most likely, they can convert on it every once in a while. And Parma scored 2, but arguably in that game, they could have had 4. There's some very good chances that they kind of squandered as well.
Yeah, they have Mike makes a huge
the kick save.
The leg save. Yeah. Oh my God, that's in like the extra time of the first half. That would have put them up 2-0. That would have been a
game.
Oh, we would have felt like a mountain again that we have to climb. But we just couldn't do it, man. When I think about it, I look at like the starting lineup.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's very Pioli-like. Again, going with Musa, going with Loftus-Cheek in that cam role, I don't think he works out well, honestly. Why have we abandoned Chukwueze so fast? I don't get it. And to me, I just don't understand what Fonseca is trying to do right here. They looked good in preseason. Where is all that goodwill, that good play, those ideas? It's all gone as soon as they stepped on Italian soil. Come on, man. To me, I'm really looking at Fonseca because he's not – you got guys out there looking disinterested. Yeah. Speaking of disinterested, let's get to the report card, baby, because a lot of these grades I'm disinterested in, all right? So, guys, if you're in the chat, leave your grade of the player we're talking. Obviously, we always start at the back. Hey, yo, like Gio does. Hey, yo, we're going to talk Mike Mignon. We'll talk about his game. He made one save at the 38th minute, which was fairly easy. Nothing he could do about the first goal. He almost gives up the ball at like the 44th minute, which luckily nothing happens to hit the side of the post. But he makes a sick fucking save with his foot right in extra time in the first half.
He's going left and the shot's going right, but he keeps his feet planted. Yeah.
Again, that save alone is why I think he deserves a B. He has nothing to do with either of the other goals. His defense leaves him completely high and dry. So for me, you know what? I'm giving him a C. I had him as a B, and in my head, I heard somebody say he made one save and gave up 2 goals. So you're gonna give him a B? Hell no, you're right. That's a C. That I was talking to myself. But anyway, what's your opinion? You think I'm being too harsh?
Nah, because, then again, he can't control what Parma do, right? So Parma only forced him into one save, and they had that beautiful counterattacking opportunity as well that could have hit the side netting. Mignon does well to kind of guide the Parma right winger, man, to force him to hit side netting. I didn't think distribution-wise he was terrible. I didn't think I agree. With what he had to deal with, he dealt with, and what he couldn't have dealt with because of his teammates letting him down, he didn't. I'd probably say a C plus. Let's go C plus.
Right. That's why I say C, because my idea is that you didn't do more than asked of you. You didn't do anything less. Like, you were average. You just did it was an average performance. So a C is fair. He made one good save.
Very good save.
And that's it. Very good save. Very good save. But he wasn't really pushed into anything else. All right, let's go to the defense. Calabria. Listen, I know you watching 15 million matches sometimes at a time, but I'll tell you what happened with Calabria. Nothing. Nothing good. He got beat on the first goal. I mean, shouldn't find a way to stop that cross from coming in. He crosses to Okafor in the 48th minute. That's pretty much, Okafor fucks it up. He should have done better. He did awful play on a long ball in the 49th minute. And he was awful on an offside goal that they didn't give. But he was terrible. Terrible. I'm giving Calabria a D. He actually should get an F because he's the captain. And, this is pathetic. Pathetic. And he got subbed out early. What do you got, bro?
Yeah, it's an F, bro.
Absolutely.
All day for a flunk. He flunked terribly. And I don't think the way Fonseca's using him, bro, Fonseca got to learn quick. This guy is not Thiago Santos that you had at Lille. Thiago Santos is worlds above a player like Calabria, who isn't good enough already. So, bro, I like when I watch the game on the side, I would see Calabria playing like right wing, trying to put crosses into the box like a madman or like inverting and stuff, like some John Stones thing. That just like, it's weird. Just weird the way he's using them. So, bro, like for what he did,
I had him as a D, but because he's a captain and they just look like such shit, he deserves an F. I'm changing it. All right, Tomori. We got Tomori. This is where I feel like people would give him like a better grade, but I'm going Tomori with a D.
Yeah.
He loses his man really bad in like the early second half. I know it sounds crazy. He lets the pass through in the beginning of the play, and then basically, oh my God, if they don't recover, he's giving up a second goal right there. Yeah. It's basically thanks to Mike for the save. And he lets, come on, the cross, the second. I feel like D is fair. He did not look good. He lets the cross come in. He should have been able to do something better. D for diminishing returns. Pavlovic, let's go with you.
Wow,
all right.
Wow.
You first, because you.
Man of the match, B+, because he made an error here and there. But considering the circumstances that kid was thrown right into, having to deal with speedy wingers, having to cover wide and central, that's that. He had a lot on his plate, and you know what? He wasn't at fault for me for either of the goals. Like I said, on the first goal, the cross, he could have dealt something with it, but it would have risked an own goal, surely. So, like, I don't think, a little mistake here and there, but the second half, it was like, wow. Like, he stepped up to the plate. So I give a B+. He's one of your only players, probably your only one that can actually like be like, you know what, I can hold my head up high after that.
Yeah, he was battling. I have him at a B. And another impressive thing, he got a yellow in like the 34th minute. Had to play the rest of the game.
Oh, sure.
Smart, he played smart. So I was impressed. Honestly. Guy looks just like he's battling out there, so we need to keep that going.
He's the least of your problems.
He's actually the only highlight. You touched upon it. When we do tops and flop of the class, obviously Pavlovic is the hands down winner of that. But one person that could be up for flop of the match is definitely Theo Hernandez. Lazy. Like maybe he thought the game was starting at 2:45 because he wasn't ready. And he was lazy on that first goal. Got caught out of position in the 44th minute. He was, oh my God, he took a free kick in the 62nd minute, which was terrible. He has the hockey assist on Pulisic's goal. That's pretty much his only highlight. And awful running back on the second goal. He looks overweight. It just doesn't look good. It's just fucking sad. I'm giving him F.
Yeah, it's an F. If this is one of the best left backs in the world, what does that say about left backs? If he playing like that, you look like one of the worst. You look like he looks like a player that knows he won't ever be dropped because there's no left back that's going to play over him. He looks like a player that just maybe he's just like over it. Maybe he wants that move. Who knows? He's just terrible, absolutely terrible. Like, for a player so talented, and we'll get on to Leao later, and I'll say the same thing bar for bar. For a player so talented to put in that little of effort, your talent at that point becomes redundant because you're not even trying to apply it.
Yeah, so exactly.
It must be very, very frustrating. Extremely frustrating.
It is. It's frustrating watching this kind of bullshit. All right, let's go to the midfield. Now, people, I don't quite understand why Musa was starting. And honestly, when I look at the thing, I have no notes for Musa. None whatsoever. He didn't do anything of real production in this game. No chances he was involved in. He played for 67 minutes. That's an F. You showed up, but you had no pen, no paper, no nothing. Great. What a waste.
Forgot the backpack at home.
Yeah. It's like you had to bring the book and a pen, and you didn't bring either one. So now you're just sitting there like an asshole to get an F. Let's go to Reindeers. Reindeers, he has a good cross in the 31st minute. Just didn't do anything. Bad pass to Leao, which they build off in the 47th minute. That's his only highlight, the 47th minute shot off the crossbar. So Reindeers, I have him at a C. Good shot, but nothing else.
C+,
any thoughts?
C plus, because defensively, what does the guy offer you? Like as a midfielder, you're supposed to do a little bit of everything. I get it. That's not Reinder's specialty, is defending, but like, give me something. And I just didn't see. That's the thing with Reinders, though. If you're gonna play a player like that, where he's not gonna defensively give you much of anything, you gotta have other players that will do that. That's what partnerships in football are all about. If center back partnerships, if one guy's good in the air, the other guy should be good at ground duels. And then their weaknesses can be each other's strengths. So that you have balance. The balance in your midfield is horrific at the moment.
We're speaking of balance, speaking of being fucking horrific right now. Look, see, they're already, because they don't understand why Loftus-Cheek is at the 10. Well, I'll tell you, man, Loftus-Cheek, my grade, and his only note is that he has a yellow card in the 90th minute. It's an F. Terrible. I mean, just awful. Why they keep doing this? Who thought, let's put Loftus-Cheek again in that cam spot? He does nothing, offers nothing. It didn't work out. Giroud's not here. You can't bank on him. I don't know. Loftus-Cheek, for me, no good. If he had one good year, probably should have sold him. Probably should have fucking sold him. But anyway, any thoughts about Loftus-Cheek? Somebody said D.
He doesn't. Yeah. I'd go at D, bro. This guy had a lot of ability, and I really liked him when he initially broke out at Chelsea. He had a really bad ACL injury, though. Had a low spot at Fulham. Went here and there. Obviously, you guys picked him up. He still has a lot of physical tools, though. He's got a good first touch for a guy that big. He can be a physical powerhouse. He can drive with the ball, but it's like I don't ever see him like demanding the ball. That's what your number 10 does. I'm always looking for my number 10, a James Rodriguez or a Dybala, whoever. That number 10, give him the ball, and he'll cut and weave through. He'll play passes. He'll give the team something like a focal point underneath a big man up top. So for me, Loftus-Cheek, like I don't see the guy demanding the ball. I don't see the guy, imposing himself on the game, because he has the physical skill set and the technical skill set to do so, even if the injuries have kind of screwed him up a bit. So I think again, and I don't even think it's for a lack of trying. I think it's maybe a confidence thing. I don't know. But yeah, that 10 role don't suit him. No,
it doesn't, and we need to stop playing him there. The guy who should at least be playing until we get somebody else, Pulisic. What's your grade on Pulisic? Now, obviously, top American name, been playing pretty decent, gets on the goal, gets our only goal of the game.
Had that decent shot in the 49th minute, the samurai kick thing. Forced a decent save out of Suzuki, who I thought had a really good game for Parma.
He did.
Give him like a C- because he actually tried to do something about it. Like he didn't ghost. It wasn't his best game by any means, but he at least, again, he's a player that like I don't think you can be like, wow, you are not giving your all. You're not. It wasn't his best game, but I'll give a C- just because I do expect a bit more.
Yeah, well, I have him at a B because of the goal.
Or a B, yeah, that's fair.
But it wasn't enough, and let's go to Leao now. Now, what's your opinion of Leao?
Same thing as Teo Hernandez, bro. All that damn talent, and you're applying yourself like that. Good assist for the goal. Great footwork in tight spaces. Only thing he did the whole damn game, from what I saw. And
he creates a chance for Loftus-Cheek and Okafor in the 30th minute. He has a nice play with Rain Diaz in the 31st minute, which Rain Diaz doesn't get it off, or he gets it blocked, whatever it was. Yeah, Reindeers, that's his only good play, the second good play. Anyway, bad shot in the 49th minute, which came off a rebound.
I
think he get a So it's like that sucks, but he basically created most, all of the first goal. So it's because of him. Again, you can't give him that low of a grade. I feel like Leao deserves. I know people are saying C.
A C,
honestly,
that's generous.
A C is probably generous. I was gonna go B, but yeah, C. C's fair. He's got a lot of expectation on his shoulders. He's not doing anything. Not doing enough for me, bro. Not doing enough for me. Come on, Leao. All right, Okafor gets the start. Gets 86 minutes. He gets one good chance, which was the 48th minute. He volleyed it over the net. Come on, Okafor. You need to do better, bro. We need more. I'm giving him a D.
Yeah.
You're getting your chance from the start. You're just not doing enough. The substitutions, basically, Royale with cheese. Let's go with him, man, because he came in 67th minute, gets a yellow in the 88th minute. Would you have him? I know you were watching once you saw he was coming in.
I laughed when I saw this. I can't laugh, bro. I laughed my ass off because okay, Calabria's having a horrible game. Like, no surprise. So you have to bring on Emerson. I get it. But it is funny that in 2024, AC Milan are thinking that Emerson Royale is going to change a game of football when you're trying to get a result late in the game. So bro, he's not that guy. I don't know why you bought him. And for me, he showed it. Like, he just does too much. The guy thinks he is.
He has one step over moment in the game but he's awful, bro. He is awful. I don't think being in a different league is going to help. I think he sucks.
Not at all.
Honestly, I don't think it's going to turn out well. But I have him as a D. Dreadful first 20-something minutes. Come on. You got to do something better than that. Fofana, he's only playing, 23 minutes coming in at the 67th minute. It's not a lot. I give him as just a C. And then Chukwueze Jovic came in the 86th minute. All right. You get no grade. Too late. You can't do anything. But Fonseca. So we'll let you go first. You're the guest. What's your grade on Fonseca this game? Seeing what he decided to do, how they played,
So the way that Fonseca plays, and when you guys hired him, I was like, okay, this might be a good hire. But I do think that the players you have are not meant to play the football that he's trying to play. Like possession-based, front foot football. Like, that's what he's trying to do with the high line. I just don't think you have the players for it at this moment in time. You got a lot of athleticism, and in the good Pioli days, used to kill teams on the break with Teo, Leao. Pulisic had a good year last year as well, and Giroud. So I just don't think you have the players for the way he wants to play. So therefore, it's on the coach until he gets more of his players that you got to switch things up, play to the team's strength. That's what you got to do. And otherwise, stuff like this happens. Where, again, when we started this, what did I think? What went wrong for Milan this game against Parma? You played into their hands. You enabled their right and left wing, and also their fullbacks in Bernabe. Too much space and too much time, too much grass to run into and cause chaos on the break. They could have had 4 or 5 goals.
Yeah.
So you can't be doing that. So Fonseca got to adjust. He's got to adjust. So, and because he didn't, that's a D- losing to Parma away.
I'm giving him a D from the start. I don't particularly like it. They don't look inspired. Inspired, right? I don't understand why Musa was starting. If it was because it was being put on national American television, that is an awful reason to why he's playing. All right, he should be playing because he deserves it, not because he has a fucking American passport. This high line does not seem to be working. They need to make adjustments. I don't know if these players are buying into Fonseca. That's the part that bothers me. I can't go too hard yet. It's only 2 games. But this upcoming game with Lazio, if we don't win and we lose 3 points again,
yeah,
come on, man. Now is that
especially what Musa said after the game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the coach was asking of the team.
What the fuck? One, why do you think that's a good idea to say in front of a microphone? If you don't understand, you make something up. Then you get back, you talk to the coach.
He has an answer. Don't give the media and Milan fans and everyone something to talk about. Because that is a
exactly. Be vanilla, say the same generic shit like all your teammates say. To me, one thing about Fonseca I had written down is that it just seemed very Pioli-like. It seemed like there's been no progression. You know, Pioli got a new hairdo, and that's it. Subs too late. Why are we making subs to Jovic and Chukwueze? Why is it Chukwueze not coming in earlier? Like, you let Loftus-Cheek play the whole fucking game. I mean, you should. You're borderlining on F right now, Fonseca. All right, you're in D territory. Let's start creeping back up the right way. Forget about C. I need a fucking A next week. Yeah. Anyway, but that's the report card, guys. All right. All right. Let's move on. All right. Obviously, we were kind of touching upon it, right? Who's your flop, by the way? Who was the worst?
Hernandez, bro.
That's my flop.
Hernandez, man. Both the goals, there's something he's got to do with it, and it's not good. Yeah. For me, it's got to be Theo Hernandez.
All right. So the topic everybody's been going on about online, in chat, all this other stuff, is it time to panic? It's 2 games in. Milan doesn't look good. We had a phenomenal preseason. We defeat Monza, and then the season starts, and we just fall to pieces. So you're a Lazio fan. You're seeing it from outside. Yeah. Do you think it's time to panic for Milan?
It's getting there. It's getting there because if you lose to us, and then I think your schedule is you host Venezia, right? You host Venezia,
and then the international break.
And then you play. No. So it's the international break is after the Lazio game. So when you come back,
we play Inter.
Yeah, that could be panic central if you don't get a win before that Inter game. Then that's panic mode. So you're creeping up to it. And if you
I think you're right. I think we play Venezia first, then we play Inter the following weekend. I'm just getting the weekend. I think you're right. Yeah. But either way, we're approaching that Inter game like we're going to be killed. All right, this is looking bad. And now this is how the table stands at the moment. Milan's at 14th. Yes, come on, it's only 2 games, But look, already there's a gap. We're starting to fall behind. If we were to lose to Lazio, we're really going to stay at that bottom half. It's going to be very hard to get. It's not ambitious. It's not what you want. To me, it's not good, baby. So I'm not panicking yet. But if we get to that Inter game and we only have like 2 points, man, I'm going to start thinking that this season is going to be a waste of time. Yeah. And that sucks.
That Inter game, but then again, if you lose this weekend, then to me, probably is panic mode. Because
I think so.
Then you have an international week for everybody to just
miserable. Exactly.
It's not like there's a game midweek where you can just be like, fuck what happened then. We need to get this game. So you have a whole ass week to think about if you lose to us or even a draw.
You know what? The more crunch part is that we're going to find out who we're playing in the Champions League. And then you're going to have the stress of knowing, hey, of course you're going to play Barcelona or Real Madrid or some other bullshit team like the first week right before you play Inter. That's what's going to happen. So it's going to be even more drama we didn't do good against Lazio. Then Venezia, we lay another stinker. Now we have to go play Inter next week. But before that, we have to play a Champions League game against a team that's probably going to kill us. Like, it's going to be an awful September if that happens. And I swear to God, you will need to hear me scream and go crazy because I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind if Milan starts to slip and go off the rails. Fonseca better right in that fucking ship right now. Let's go. We got the transfer window, man. Things are happening. Fucking Yacine Adli. Sayonara, bro. Going to Fiorentina. Look at this. His wife posted this one. Poor Adli, bro. He was a real Milanista, but he's gone. Do you think this is a good move for him going to Fiorentina?
Probably more of his level, to be honest. That's I think what it is. I just don't like. There was a game or two maybe where Adley would play a good game. I just don't ever think that like that was the appropriate level for him to take from Girondins de Bordeaux right to AC Milan. I think he needed to make this Fiorentina move before he went to a Milan. So he did it the opposite way around for me. Because he was decent at Bordeaux, talented on the ball, can pick passes and stuff. He's got good vision and all that, but I think the game sometimes just passes him by. I just think so. I think Fiorentina, they'll have. I think that's more of his level at the moment. Let's see if he can excel there and see what happens. But yeah, I think it's a good move for him, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm sad to see him go. I think he was a solid, team player, knew his role, but not high enough to stay. Honestly,
exactly.
We don't need more guys that want to sit on the bench. We need guys that are going to push the starters. He's not one of them. All right, this guy's been talking since we lose a midfielder. We also lost Povega to Bologna, but this guy's still not signed. But all of a sudden, this bullshit keeps popping up again. Now, according to this, Fabrizio Romano said, who knows if any of this is even true, but that's within like $5.5 million for this guy. Now, why is he still not signed then? Is he really like nobody wants to pay the $5 million that he's asking? But I don't know. What's your thoughts on Rabiot?
I think he's rubbish. I think he's absolutely rubbish. I think he's a complete waste of time. He's a waste of talent. This guy is the 50-50 pull-out master. I hope if his wife, if he's got one, I hope he's got that pull-out game just like he does for certain Juventus and France games, bro, pulling out of bear tackles and challenges, bro. This guy ain't it. This guy is not it. This is a bad signing if you make it because he doesn't immediately start in your team for me. And if you give him a 4-year deal, how much is it? 4-year deal.
Contract.
We're going to be wanting this motherfucker out after the next year. I guarantee it. And he'll be Deadwood. He'll be, him and his mother, Veronique. Yeah, they'll be causing all this stupid drama. And I think he's rubbish. I wouldn't take him at Lazio. I wouldn't take him at Strasbourg. This guy is an MLS Saudi player. He's rubbish, bro. He's a waste of talent. It's a complete waste of talent. Again, because he doesn't apply his talent. You've already got 2 players.
Yes.
Your 2 most talented ones that are doing that. You want a third? I don't think you want that.
No way. All right, so this is creeping around, but it might have changed already by this point because it's saying maybe Benacer is actually inclined to stay. But if this team is offering $30 million, you sell him to buy another player. But I don't know. What do you think? Benacer is one of our key midfielders from our championship year. He's the last remaining one. Do you think we sell him for $30 million if this is the case, or what's your thoughts?
I would be selling him because what did you just say there, bro? From your championship season, how many years ago was that? 3, 4. So, and we haven't seen that top Benacer since then. I think injuries have screwed the guy a lot because then he's always got to come back in. Then he gets injured again after a few games. I feel sorry for him because he is a really talented player. I like him. I don't have questions about him like I do with Rabiot in terms of, he's not a character that you would be willing to fight with. He I just feel like, again, the injuries have kind of just screwed him. I feel bad. I really do feel for him because I like the player a lot, but I do feel like, moving on would probably be because you haven't had that form since you won the Scudetto. Am I wrong?
No. And we're looking now, supposedly, and hear that even Roma is looking to steal this guy from us. So Kone, he's coming from Mönchengladbach. Maybe if Benny gets sold, we buy him. I don't know. What do you know about this Kone?
Again, it's a player. I really like him. Again, he's talented. He's got good vision, willing presser. So he would fit the way Fonseca wants to play. I think he does have to shift to a 3, though. We'll see if that happens. But I like Kone, but the injuries are a bit worrisome because last year he did pick up quite a few injuries. He's super talented, though. He is super talented, and I think for that fee, I would do it. I would do it for sure because I do like what I see. But the injuries are a worry.
Yeah. All right, so there's one thing that this guy is peddling this online, and to me, I feel like Theo Hernandez. I feel like everything that happened with Maldini was probably going to push him eventually out, but his partner is always the one that didn't want to leave. So now this guy is coming back again after this post from back in May, saying that 4 months ago, he was unhappy with AC Milan. He was keen on a new challenge, looking for his way out all summer, even though we really didn't hear that very often from anybody. And there's been no suitors. He wants to try a new league. Maldini's departure was a disappointment, too far for the Frenchman. Wow. You know what? The way he's playing so far, holy shit, man. Seems like this fucking guy might know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yes. He certainly doesn't look like a player that's happy, hungry. And you are seeing good performance from, again, a player that just struggles a lot with consistency. He struggles a lot with consistency. And bro, I wouldn't be surprised if this is true at all, because you're playing like it. The actions speak louder than words. And his actions show that, he just doesn't look ours sometimes. And this is the thing. He's still young. With Rabiot, I've seen years of the guy acting like this. So I know that's his character. That's who he is. But with Theo, you either have to move or you have to stay and actually genuinely feel it in your heart that you want to stay. Because otherwise, you're going to play half-hearted like he is right now.
All right, so last thing off the transfer window is this conversation about Tammy Abraham for Salamanca's and $10 million. Now, some people are saying that if you give him $10 million to do this trade, you might give him the money to go sign Kone if Milan really wants him. But I don't know how serious they are on that front. I don't know. I mean, why are people holding on to Salamanca so much? Why is he like, the fan favorite? Like, all right, I get it. He looks like he tries hard, looks like he loves being on Milan, but what the fuck, man? Didn't we all hate and bitch and complain when he was our right-wing option? And this guy's been playing him all over the place. So we want to go backwards. We don't want to play Chikwueze. Let's give Salamanca a start because he's been here all summer. Give me a fucking break, man. If we could sell him, yes, Abraham's not necessarily who I was really thinking about, but hey, he's a Serie A striker. I hate the fact that they always go by outside of Serie A. It's like, get some fucking players from the league, Yeah. I know it's hard, but honestly, I really hate when Milan, like every fucking guy, we're buying so many people for the Futuro team and Primavera. It's like, great. I get it. You have to invest there. But like, for fuck's sake, we need to invest in the first team. And it seems like that, obviously you got to address the striker. Is Abraham that answer? Okay, let's trade him for Salamanca. Fine, but no 10 million. Get the fuck out of here. The guy was only worth like 10 or 50 million. You're adding 10. What is Salamanca's worth? Like 2? Jesus Christ. Find another partner then. I don't know. That's just me. What do you think? You think Tammy Abraham to Milan would be a bad deal?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. There's two big problems here. Okay. First of all, you have 4 strikers if you signed Abraham. Last time I checked, you play with a 4-2-3-1. So what the hell are you going to have 3 strikers on the bench for? That's Okafor, Jovic, and Morata when he comes back.
Yeah, but Okafor is technically Leao's backup.
Sure, but how often does he actually get that chance?
Pretty often when it was Pioli, but it's only been 2 games with Fonseca. We'll see if Fonseca gets sick of Leao's bullshit and takes him out.
Right. So okay. So even let's say we'll count Okafor as a left winger. We'll go with that. So you still have 3 strikers, and Jovic is rubbish.
Yes.
Morata is a decent signing. I still think
as long as he doesn't get hurt, which he already has gotten hurt.
Yeah. But then the other problem is like Abraham, speaking of injuries, my God, the past 2 years, it's been hell for injuries for him. And then when De Rossi came in, he just wasn't favored. Like, I don't think this is a signing that you guys need. Like, what's up with you guys and all these injury-riddled players? It feels like
because they're low buys, bro. This is their money ball. Everything about Moneyball is take a chance on an injured player that if he straightens out, you can make a net profit. Right. That is what they think about. 100%. This is all like numbers and trying to figure out how you could squeeze every little dollar. Jesus fucking Christ. If that was the case, you would have signed Chiesa for $13 million, kept him in Italy. You would have made money on the jerseys alone, like Gio always says. All right, let's move along because we have a game actually about to happen on Saturday. We were talking about it earlier. You were saying, it could be good, could be a stinker. You really don't know what you're going to get. Both these teams are struggling a little bit. Both have new coaches. Your new coach, Marco Peroni. The only good thing I could find, in our favor, is he's never had a win against Milan. He's 0-2-4, so he's got 2 draws and 4 losses. So, and both teams are, in mid to low part of this table.
Yeah,
I don't know. As a Lazio fan, what's your thoughts going into this?
My thoughts are, this could be. Here's what I want to see. Obviously, Sven-Goran Eriksson, our manager, won the last Scudetto. Rest in peace to him. We're going to have, at the game on Saturday, there's going to be a big tifo, a pre-match thing. Like, it's going to be about Sven. So, for me, I want the 11 Laziali on the field to play for him. That's what it is. And if we can use that emotional driving force, that can get us the win there. For me, that's what I want to see. Honor a legendary manager that means so much to Lazio. So, for me, that's what I want to see, bro. That's. I hope we can do. We can honor him and his legacy with the club. That's what it is. So I hope we use that as the driving force. I think that could play into our favor. I really think that could if we use it.
Yeah, I think you're right. You get a little bit of that. The little extra oomph in their step playing.
The crowd
will give it to them.
That little bit louder.
Yeah, do it for Eriksson, exactly.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. Why I'm feeling a little bit confident even after the Udinese.
The Milan fans that are listening to this, like, get the fuck out of here. We don't give a fuck. That guy, he's not watching. He's in paradise already. He's gone, baby. Listen. I'm just saying it seems to be more the impression that Lazio's going to get it right because they've already done it once this season.
Yeah. And
they're going to do it against us. It's not going to be pretty, and it's going to be probably 2-1. That's what I'm thinking.
You're picking a Lazio win.
Yeah, I don't have faith right now. We look terrible. We look terrible. I need to see it on the field. This one I'll have the whole game to sit down and really analyze what I'm watching here. And I'm expecting a team to have some desperation, have some fight that are going to go out there and actually try to win the game, impose their will on the game. That's, I don't know what the hell's going on. Somebody's got to take the game by, the balls and make their will be felt. Score a goal, create an assist. Let's go. Like, don't wait until the 80th minute. Go out with the hunger from the moment. Like, remember when Leao scored that goal like fucking 7-8 seconds? Like, do that shit again. Fucking attack. I want. They should be having a bet. Everybody on the team puts up $100. First person to score a goal gets the money. Like, I don't give a shit. Whatever the striker's got to do. Maybe that's not great because they'll like be purposely selfish. But you know what I mean? It's like, get out there and do something for God's sakes.
Yeah. No, and that's exactly, bro. That's all I want to see out of Lazio. I want to see some hunger. We have the home crowd and all that, and we need to take advantage of circumstances. You guys are not in a good state right now.
No, we're not.
We got to bounce back after the Milan. My biggest concern going into the game, though, is the opening 10 minutes of the 2 Lazio games this year under Baroni have been horrible. Horrible.
No fucking.
This idiot Fonseca will be in the CDM role. Oh my God! Wait, did he actually say that? Oh my God! I'll address this. We'll talk about this in a minute. My biggest concern going into the game is the first 10 minutes of the game against Venezia. Venezia scored 2 or 3 minutes in, and then we have to score the 11.
Just like us.
And the Udinese away game, Tolvan dribbles through the whole motherfucking team, and they score about 10 minutes in. So we've started games horribly. And if Leao is up for it, if he's got that hunger like you want him to show, and that I'd hope he'd have a professional bone in his body to do that, I fear we could go down 1-0 early. So I think that's where my biggest concern is. We started off the game very just like kind of like meh, just like we're in La La Land. Like the game hasn't kicked off. So that's my biggest concern going into it. But and also the defense. Because we have a good goalkeeper in Provedel. Very good goalkeeper, Provedel. Our back four is meh. Lazzari's a decent right wing back. Romagnoli, your former boy.
Yeah.
Kind of up and down form. Casale. I think Patrick should start for us. We need to get Marusic the fuck out of here. He's garbage. I want to see our new signing, Nuno Tavares, play left back. Midfield 3 should be Ganduzi, Deli Bashiru, and I want to see Rovella in that deep role. And then the front 3, I want to see Noslin, Zaccagni, and up top, I want to see Buladia play.
Noslin's pretty good. He came from.
He's got that.
What was he? Right?
Yeah, and he's under Verona. So I want to see him because he had a decent game against Venezia on the right. He's got that pace. If you play with the high line, Noslin, Chawana, Zaccagni, they can exploit that space.
Great.
That's what I'm hoping.
Great. I hope that happens.
And also,
no, listen. I'm expecting Fonseca to get his shit together. All right, that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting him to say, you know what, Fofana, I don't give a shit how long you've been here. You fucking started. Get out there. You and Reindeers, you're going to be the starting midfielders. All right, it's the last time I'm going to do this. But put in Pulisic, put in Chukwueze, and put in Leao. And at the striker, you go again Okafor. You keep forcing him down the fucking throat. You let these motherfuckers play. Enough with everybody else. Deo, you have to still go with Tomori and obviously Pavlovic. And then, honestly, you have to play Calabria. Do not start with Royale. Royale stinks. I know it's like, why'd you bring him? But no. Just keep him out. If he's not good, he's not good, guys.
Yeah, it's two terrible options. Yeah.
He's not good. Just stay with fucking Calabria. Just stay out there, just battle. That's it. Don't fuck me, Fonseca. All right. Let's move on.
What would your 11 be, real quick? What would your
11 now? It would be Mike, and then the back line would be Teo, Pavlovic, Tomori, and you have to go Calabria. I mean, what the fuck? Royale with Cheese just got here, and already he doesn't look like anything special. Like it looks like a clown.
He can't defend. He cannot.
Yeah, great. Exactly what we needed. Another fucking midfielder who can't defend. That was on the fucking list.
Yeah.
For 13 million. Give me a fucking break. All right, so obviously Calabria. Then my midfield right now has got to be Fofana, and you have to play Tijani. I mean, Tijani is the only him, and I think Fofana will be the best two of the options. And then you play Pulisic at the 10. Fuck what everybody says. Play Chukwueze on the right, and play Leao on the left with Okafor at the top. Like, you let those motherfuckers roam. Give them a chance to pass the ball. Attack. Be smart. Not everybody overlapping at the same time. Like, somebody. That's why hopefully with Fofana there, he can kind of hang back and let everybody else do most of the work. But he kind of stays back with the defense. I don't know. It could happen. Maybe we choke again. I don't fucking know. The only questions we got in the chat here are, honestly, Jesus Christ.
I'm looking.
We don't have the players for a two-man field. I agree. We don't. This is why we should have been doing this a long time ago. If Fofana, if Fonseca needs to change his formation, all this other stuff. One, he was ill-prepared to come back to the Italian league. He should have stayed in France. That's what I mean. Like, even the coach-wise, why didn't we look in Italy? You needed to take a coach that is used to the fucking league. You go again to a guy who's outside of the country, who did not have really a lot of success with Roma. We go to him and expect a different outcome.
Right.
Honestly.
Would you have taken someone like Alberto Gilardino at Genoa? Would you have taken him?
I mean, honestly, at this point, it looks like it would have been better. But,
I like him a lot. You guys will know it. Like, I talk about Gilardino all the time. I think.
I know you do like Gilardino. You're right. He's a decent coach.
Because you know what it is? It reminds me of when I watched not the same style of football, not at all. But it's what I'm seeing at Sassuolo with De Zerbi. Like he stood out as a coach because he didn't have the best team, but he did some impressive things with Sassuolo. And then look where De Zerbi is now at Olympique de Marseille. So I think Gilardino could easily follow that path. I think he's on the way up. But I do agree with you. Yeah, the Fonseca one. Yeah.
So you think Fonseca's out already? You think he's gonna see the door soon?
Yeah, I think he's toast. I'll be real. I do think he's toast because I don't see him adjusting. At Lille, it's the same thing that happened at Lille. He needed to get those players in, but the patience and the overall stature of Lille, the fans, what they expect, all that. They're a big club in France, but they're not one of the top 3. Milan are arguably the biggest club in Italy. Though your fans demand right away, I need you to see what's up. I need them to say what's up. And Lille, he was afforded a bit more time because they were in a tough place. He's not going to get that. Fonseca's not going to get that time at AC Milan, I don't think.
No, I think he's got to, honestly.
And I think if you hired a Gilardino, who used to play for you guys, who's Italian, who knows the league, I think he'd be afforded a little bit more time, to be honest.
I agree. I think we should have looked somewhere, but we'll see. Fonseca has a couple of games to straighten out the ship. I mean, come on. Ibra's talking too much. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to keep my calm and not lose my mind yet. This was a bad game, but thank God I wasn't home to really absorb it because I would be, it's been a couple of days, but we got a lot of stuff going on. It's still a lot of things that we got to hope. We could have a big fuck you coming with that Champions League draw tomorrow, but hopefully we get a favorable draw and, we have a big matchup right before the Inter game. Well, it's just like 3 or 4 games coming for Fonseca that are pivotal to his future here with us. All right, let's get into parting shots time, baby's final. All right, so first things first, I wanted to just say, big ups to you because I know you are a Lazio fan, yes, but you follow a lot of other clubs. I don't really condone this multiple club nonsense you got going on, but you do it, and I don't hate on you for it. You're like probably the only one. But your boy checked into the chat earlier. He just wanted to let you know, you guys missed me yet? You were saying you think one day you can see Tonali going back to Milan.
Yeah, I could definitely see it, but I'm enjoying his time in Newcastle so far, bro. Yeah, he's
How did he look today? The return?
He didn't look like a player that didn't play a professional match of football for 8 months. That's for damn sure. He looked like it was just back into his best. So, yeah, he played a solid, like a 7 out of 10 performance tonight. Some great – bro, the thing with Tonali is he's got that vision on the ball. He does the nice and simple stuff so quickly. Square ball here, square ball there. Quick decision. Make the tackle, win the defensive header. He's a wonderful player, and he's a fan favorite.
Oh, yeah. He's a great dude, man. We've had, Gio always mentioned he's a real one for showing up in New York and coming to find real Milan fans. So that's why we always love him. But what's your parting shot, bro?
My parting shot, Lazio, if you're watching this video, if anyone from Lazio is watching this video,
thank you. Please subscribe to our channel.
Smash the like and subscribe. No, win the game for Sven-Goran Eriksson. This guy is a legend of our club, the Scudetto winner. He done some crazy stuff in the 90s, early 2000s. Win it for Sven, right? He passed away due to cancer. He got to live out his life, and he knew that it was what's the word? When you know you're gonna die of something. What's the illness called? Paternal. What's it called? You know what I'm trying to say? Like where you know you're gonna pass away, kind of thing. So he got to live out his life and do the things he loved, and so he's gone. R.I.P. So win it for Sven. That's my parting shot. Go and fucking win it for Sven, and put Milan in some chaos as well, because I love chaos, baby. I love me some chaos.
Chaos is a ladder, right? Everybody wants to climb it.
Win this shit for Sven-Goran Eriksson. That's my parting shot, bro. Win it.
All right. I got you. But you know what? If you want to watch it and be cool, baby, do us a favor. Go buy the Football Factory in Legends, 33rd Street in Manhattan. Fifth Avenue, right in front of the Empire State Building. Go check out the club. 2:45 our time here in New York. It is second only to being at the San Siro. And follow the AC Milan NYC on Instagram and Twitter. All right. My parting shot. I always do my duty to my club. First, I gotta bring this up. All right. Somebody posted this. When I lost the match, I broke down in frustration, said Gattuso. Today, players lose, take a selfie, post it on the internet. They make me sick. In my head, that's, what I'm thinking he sounds like. If this is even like a direct quote. But meanwhile, Milan's current captain on his Instagram stories, just chilling with his fucking dog. And people have the audacity to be like, oh, see? Dude, look at him. He doesn't even fucking care. What do you expect these players to do? This is what baffles the mind sometimes. They're like everybody always, Leao with his rapping. You should be focusing on playing. Oh, yeah. All day. They're just focusing. Watching videos nonstop. Running in the backyard. Never stopping. Rain or shine. Always out there. Nothing.
Like a
fucking robot. That's what they want. That's what these people want. They want a fucking robot out there so they can order them on Amazon and have them run around the house. Like, Leao is a person. This guy is a person. Not only did you want to shit talk him, but it's just a picture of him with his dog. Like, what are you hating on? The dog? The fact that he's laying down, chilling with the dog? Like, fuck you. To me, in my head, if you would get mad about a picture like this, you have no soul. A dog is one of the greatest things on the face of the earth. And the fact that you want to choose this picture, it's not even like he's being a degenerate somehow. He's out and about doing something stupid, drinking, smoking. There's a hooker in the background of the video. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, no, it's a picture of his dog. And this is what we're getting upset about. He's a shit player on the field, yes. But leave the dog out of it, all right? Leave the dog out of it, people. Have some humanity. Have some humanity. All right, guys, that's our show for tonight. Steve, I want to thank you for joining me here, man. I really appreciate you taking the time. Guys, if you haven't already, please follow Strasburg Steve on his channel. Follow him on Instagram and Twitter and everywhere else. One more time, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. Get us up to 3,000. We just hit 26. We're kind of keep climbing. Let's go hit that fucking bell. Leave a comment. Follow us on Patreon and everywhere that you can find us. Steve, thank you again, bro. Appreciate you so much. Guys, thank everybody in the chat for being here. Hopefully, Gio will be back next week. If not, I'll have somebody else. Steve, I know you ain't going to say it, but Forza Lotta, vincerai, non ti lasceremo mai. Ale, 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 Milan, ale. Forza Lotta, vincerai, non ti lasceremo mai. Vincerai!